Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as I mentioned on the community tab and in the last video, we are doing a day in the life of another country or culture. And today we're doing France, so that's exciting. It's 8:15. I'm a little bit later than what I found online about when they eat breakfast. So according to the internet, they eat breakfast at 8 a.m. So I'm in the ballpark. And the internet says that they eat simply for breakfast, toast and egg, and they also eat sweet. So they said their toast gets jam on it. I don't have any jam, so I used what I had left of that very berry cream cheese. So we'll see what this tastes like. It didn't necessarily say the egg had to go on the toast. It just said egg and toast because they like to keep it minimalist for breakfast. But I just threw it on top. Also, my coffee is not my caramel macchiato like usual, because I looked up coffee in France. Most of it is plain, but if there is flavor, it says it's usually chocolate. So I got some dark chocolate sauce. I had to still put the vanilla syrup in because my stores around here didn't have anything else. They didn't have like chocolate syrup or anything like that, or even hazelnut or anything. So I still had to use vanilla syrup, but it's dark chocolate sauce. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. And I know, typically in France, they do not use to-go cups. They will actually sit down with a cup of coffee in a cafe, in like an actual, coffee cup, not any to-go cups or anything. And more often than not in France, it's hot coffee, not iced coffee. But I cannot drink hot coffee, due to health issues, so this is actually pretty good. I'm surprised how well I like the cream cheese with egg. It's kind of like a sweet and savory kind of thing, which, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by because I love, like, chocolate-covered pretzels, so. That was good. Also, you will see that I'm sitting at the dining room table, which is not something I normally do. Normally I sit in the living room on a TV tray. But one of the other things that the internet said was the French always sit at the table. For every meal, they always sit at a table. So I thought, to be authentic, I would do that today, which is kind of weird. Gotta admit, we almost never sit at the table when we eat. We're always in the living room using TV trays because we like to watch TV while we eat. Pretty weird to be sitting at the table, but we're gonna do it today. Now that I'm done with breakfast, it's almost 8:30, but the French don't typically start their, most of the French. I'm sure there's some positions that do start earlier, but according to the internet, they don't typically start their workday until 9. So I'm gonna not start my workday till 9. Typically on a Thursday, I wouldn't start my workday for a long time because, as you saw in my morning video, usually I do slow living and stuff in the morning. But my schedule is different today because we're doing this video. So I'm going to start my work in a half hour, and in the meantime, I'm going to get the laundry going since it is Thursday. I did not see anything online about when the French do housework, like things like laundry and stuff. So I assume it depends on everybody's schedule and personal preference. So I'm going to get that in so that I can get that going before I get too far into the day and forget it's Thursday. Lunch is the big meal for the French because they usually get 2 hours off for work for lunch. So they usually have an appetizer, a main dish, and then cheese and bread and dessert, which dessert is usually fruit. Okay, so we're at the end of our day. It was very interesting working in a French life kind of day. I learned a lot, and I actually really kind of enjoyed having that 2 hour break, but I also found myself kind of making it difficult to get back to work. But that might just be because I'm not used to it. But I think if I were living in France, I think I would really love that 2 hour break in the middle of the day. But we are at the end of the day. We got in 4 hours of TV, which, according to the internet, is the typical average amount of time people watch TV in France. So I watched 4 hours of Castle, and then now I am getting ready to lie down and do my reading for the night. And according to my research, the thing that most readers read in France is crime fiction. And just like on TV, they prefer female detectives. So I went and I downloaded a book that I'm going to read, and I'm really looking forward to it because I really do like crime fiction, both on TV and in book. So yeah, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get to reading, I'm going to light another candle. This one is vanilla and peach tea because perfume is a very strong scent in France, but I don't have any candles that are like perfumey, so vanilla is the closest I have. So I'm going to light that. I'm going to sit down and get to reading, and then I'm going to call it a night. My mom is probably heading to bed pretty soon, so I'm going to say goodbye to you guys now. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I want to keep exploring this kind of a video and make it into a series, and hopefully we can find more ways to experience other cultures and countries and things. Obviously, I know there's a limit to what I can do, but I'm enjoying doing the research and, spending the day like I did today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video.